Oh shoot, wait, wrong channel. Welcome to the full guide of geometry-slang for beginners. I'll spit out the word and try to explain exactly what it means as simply as possible. This is also going to include some editor tips attached to the so-called slang, so new creators, you should look out for that. Without further ado, let's look into this list of words that you'll need to understand to be considered a part of the geometry-community. Playtesting and playtesters. This refers to the little yellow button on the side of the editor, but can, believe it or not, refer to people. If you want to make a level with stylish gameplay, you should look for people who will play your level, aka playtesters, and accept their feedback, whether it's removing that slope or adding that spike. Bug. A bug simply refers to something that either makes a player die, get stuck, or fall out of the map unintentionally. This can be an extra spike, a missing spike, or a gap that you can't jump out of if we're talking platformer mode. Again, playtesters can help identify these so you can make the gameplay of your level feel as good as possible. Speaking of level editing, level editing rapid fire. We're now just gonna rapid fire through some editing ones. I probably could have just stuck playtesting in here, but whatever. Anyways, block vomit. More commonly used in Minecraft, but it's mainly just when a level is either too over-decorated or switches styles way too fast. Like if I went from pixel to modern to 1.0 style in 2 seconds. 1.0 style. The style only using the blocks from the earliest version of Geometry Dash, but levels with the 1.0 style can still have later things, like a swing portal or moving objects. Lobotomy. Oh god, do I even want to say it? You get this green guy, you get fire in the hole, and that's what lobotomy is. Rate-worthy. A level that is worthy of being sent to RobTop by a moderator, then RobTop giving it either the star rating, featured, epic, legendary, or mythic ratings. Sync refers to a level fitting with the song, usually having visuals, jumps, and orbs to match it. It's important to incorporate sync into your level.
Fire in the hole!
Nerf and buff. Nerfing a level means to make it easier, and buffing a level means to make it harder. Super buffing means to make it super duper hard, though. Tech. I'll try my best to explain it, but it's essentially a platformer mode thing to test your absolute limits of control, like jumping on the edge of spikes or jumping around platforms. And finally, recent tab level. Pretty much just a less hurtful way of saying your level looks ugly and plays bad. You might also hear the words map pack level with the same meaning. Also, an honorable mention and kind of an add-on to the recent tab level one is a Little Timmy level. More commonly used in Mario Maker, a Little Timmy level is one that looks like it was made by a 3-year-old who didn't care about decoration or gameplay at all. They're distinguishable because they usually have portal spam, wave parts that stick to the bottom, and have random blocks everywhere for some reason, and decorations that appear at some point in the level and then just stick around everywhere for the rest of the level, probably because they discovered it in the middle of building their monstrosity. Phew, I had to get that one out. Okay, lightning round is over. The Demon List. The Demon List is a list of the top 150 hardest demons in the game. At the time of recording this, Amethyst is at the number 1 spot, verified by W Popoff. Hellish. This one's pretty obvious, but a red and black level, most common in demons, especially extreme demons. This has kind of been a thing forever, but got super popular after Bloodbath by Riot released. Buffering. Buffering is when you click and hold before you hit the ground, or more commonly, an orb. This will make you interact with whatever it is you're buffering as soon as you come into contact with it. This is useful to have if your level isn't supposed to be hard, as it makes it flow a lot better. However, if you do want the player to hit an orb late, that's fine. Straight fly. You just fly straight, I don't know. Gimmick. A gimmick is something that isn't necessarily used by anyone else, like custom jump height or a permanent black orb where every time you click you fly into the ground, or a dash orb that flings you super fast. Now we're gonna move into the top 3, because in my opinion, it is absolutely crucial you know these 3 things. Blind jump. I wanted to keep this one out of the rapid fire thing because I feel like this one's super important alongside sync. But a blind jump is a jump that you can't see in time to react to. Like if I put a spike right after a teleport portal, that would be considered blind because I didn't have enough time to react to it. This is why it's very important to have playtesters, because a jump won't seem blind if it's your level. After all, you built it. Choke. A part in a level, usually after 60%, where the level gets noticeably harder. It's good to not have any chokes in your levels, as they can be quite annoying, especially with longer levels. This is also sometimes referred to as an attempt eater. And finally, the number 1 most important one in my opinion. You might have a basic understanding of it, but it can go much deeper. We have sight readability. Possibly the most important thing to look out for in the level editor is good sight readability. When a level is sight readable, it's easy to tell what's going on, where you are, and what's ahead of you, but it incorporates so much more from before. Unsight readable gameplay can consist of a blind jump, a little Timmy levels mistakes, a badly made 9 circles effect when a gimmick isn't introduced correctly, block vomit that clutters the screen, but it can also be even more, like if a transition ends just as you're supposed to jump, or if a level's blocks mesh with the background, or if a spike looks exactly the same as a jump indicator. And honestly, it could go so much deeper, but what you should always remember is that you're in control. The player should always feel like they're in control when they're playing a level, and building one. Hey, wait a second. This comes all the way back to playtesters. It was nice getting to educate you, and you should now know going forwards what I mean when I say things, and when you see the words lobotomy and geometry dash mixed together. Secret Razor Z, out. Peace.
Geometry dash.